All right, so fam, so what we're going to be doing right now is we're going to be practicing the mantra of Yonos, which comes from quantum Reiki. And Yonos in Antojai means like peace, means rejuvenation, means to reconnect with a deep sense of self that unlocks a lot of luck and purity, okay? So we're going to be doing the mantra Yonos. It's pronounced Yonos, but you can also think of it as Yunus, Yonos, if you want to pronounce it Yonos instead of Yonos. One of them is going to feel a little bit more natural to you than the other. So here we have the aura cam. We have two different aura cams. We did one scan prior to doing this meditation, and then we have this aura cam that's going to be able to read live what we're doing, okay? So I'm going to put my hands on it. And as you can see, my aura is pretty green. You're going to notice that there are some differences between my aura on this camera and the aura on the second camera, but that's okay. We're just going to keep this here for about a minute, minute and a half. Put yourself in a good meditative state. And if you want to practice with me and you want to do the Yonos meditation while I'm doing this, you're more than welcome to do so. This is to give us a baseline understanding as to what's going on with the chakras in real time. 30 more seconds. And if you've never practiced mantras or energy work before, words are things. Words are very powerful. And when you say specific sound combinations, you can unlock a lot of magic in the body and in your consciousness. Ready? Let's begin. Yonos, 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 no, Yonos, 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 Yonos. Yonos, 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 Yonos. And if you want to go ahead and you want to repeat it in your mind instead of saying it out loud, you can, or you can do a mixture of saying it in your head and out loud. Yonos, 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 Yonos. Yonos, 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 Yonos. Yonos, 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 Yonos. Yonos, 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 Yonos. Yonos, 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 Yonos. Yonos, 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 Yonos. Yonos. Yonos, 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 Yonos. Yonos, Yonos, Yonos. Yonos, 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 Yonos. 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 And as we practice saying Yonos, we're bringing in the energy of being a peaceful being, of accomplishing things, and being a gift from God. We are accepting that we are a gift from God. And this also allows us to really embody the energy of the prophet, of someone who is really well conscious of what's going on in their world. So take another deep breath. Yonos, 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 yonos. This brings in thinking processes for solving problems in our life. It brings us confidence so that you can make the right choices. Yonos, 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 yonos. It allows us to see all the options in life so that we can enrich our lives and learn how to become more positive with our thoughts. Yonos, 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 yonos. It makes you more confident so you can demonstrate an emotional response that is in alignment with your highest self instead of just having a blind, irrational reaction in many occasions. Yonos, 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 yonos. It allows you to open up your spirit to see the bigger picture of everything that you're capable of while being kind and selfless. Yonos, 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 yonos. And it strengthens your individual beliefs so that you don't make any mistakes that may be hidden from your energy field. I want you to take another deep breath. Yonos, 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 yonos. Yonos, 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 Yonos. It allows us to really connect to the refined and beautiful aspects of life like music and literature, drama, the outdoors, and where you find peace and relaxation that creates the best sensitive nature for yourself. Yonos, Yonos, Yonos. It allows you to sense and feel all that you do and do not understand. And sometimes it allows you to be more in connection with the alarming aspects of your nature. So things that you normally would ignore. Yonos, 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 yonos. It calms down any irrational emotions of having to need too much thinking or control or not being tranquil. Yonos, 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 yonos. Yonos, 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 Yonos. It allows you to really assess situations so you can remove yourself from places that you are no longer welcome. Yonos, 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 Yonos. Yonos, 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 Yonos. It brings more affection, understanding, and intensity of your desires to yourself. And it helps your consciousness prevent you from finding any unhappiness within your own desires. And it helps you release any sufferings of disappointment and misunderstandings or your inability to express your inner thoughts. Yonos, 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 Yonos. This mantra is extremely powerful for the lungs, the heart, the bronchial area, and anything that's causing you tuberculosis, asthma, or a depletion of your energy. This replenishes your energies. Yonos, 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 Yonos. Yonos, 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 Yonos. Yonos, 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 Yonos. And Yonos is connected to the heart chakra as well as the crown chakra. So we saw at one point that all the chakras are really, really well balanced. And right now we're working much more in the spirit realm with our energy. Yonos, 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 Yonos. Yonos, 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 Yonos. Yonos, 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 Yonos. Yonos, 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 Yonos. Yonos, 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 Yonos. Taking a deep breath. Yonos, 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 Yonos. Yonos, 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 Yonos. Keep repeating it in your mind. Keep feeling that vibration in your throat if you're going to keep repeating it with your mouth. Surrender to Yonos. Deep breath. Always remember that breathing is your best friend as you let go of things that no longer serve you. Doesn't matter if it's mental, emotional, physical, or spiritual. You're always using your breath to let go of whatever that is. Yanos, 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 yanos. Yanos, 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 yanos. Yanos, 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 yanos. Yono. 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 Now we're going to wait about 1.5 minutes just to see what happens to the aura. And you can practice this for about like 15 minutes like we did today every morning. And you can see how it's going to like open up your chakras very easily. If you do it for more than 15 minutes, you're going to end up noticing that like it hits you more and more powerfully, unlocking more and more information inside of you. Don't forget to subscribe, comment, and share. Deep breath. Just feel gratitude for this meditation, for taking this time to be here. And as you can see, about like 15 minutes of a chant really just opened up the chakras, especially the root chakra. Lots of no fear, just peace, conquering it. The heart chakra is really open. All right, so we ended up doing a compare and contrast on the second oricam. So on the left side, we have the before, and then on the right side, we have the after. So we're looking at the body right from the front. This is the conscious side of the body. We can see that there's a couple holes on the right side right over here. And then it starts getting like patched up right in this corner. We see the same thing happen in this corner right here. And then we end up seeing that it kind of like gets more blasted, even though the hole is still being filled in. So let's go ahead and look at the left side, especially looking at the crown chakra. You see how there's this hole right here, and then that gets all patched up over here. On the left side, before we did the chant of Yonos, we had a lot of holes in the auric system. And then after the chant of Yonos, we can see that like on the bottom pass right here, it ended up filling itself up over here. We can see that this was starting to break up a lot, and then it got definitely filled in right here, even though there's still a little bit of a hole right there that needs to be filled in. The left side is divine feminine. Looking at the right side, it was pretty good. It definitely got filled in. So wherever this was at, that got filled in right here. This hole right here got filled in as well. Very good. And let's go ahead and look at the chakras. So the chakras don't look too bad. Definitely before, some of them were lower. So the third eye chakra definitely amplified a little bit more. The heart chakra amplified a little bit more. The solar plexus chakra, the root, and the sacral also amplified. And then we can see the before and then the after, like where exactly the chakras ended up moving. So a lot of the chakras when I woke up this morning were more so to my extroverted side, and now they're more on the introverted side. And within about 15 minutes, they'll all be pretty much in the dead center. So we're in a good vibration. Usually we do want to have them dead smack center in the center, but that's not always viable. As long as you're in this green zone, you're pretty much doing well. So let's go ahead and look at the energy field. The orange is the before, and then the purple is the after. So we can see that before it wasn't that wide in the auric field, and then it expands a little bit more with strength. Perfect. Let's go ahead and look at stresses. Before, my stress was a little bit anxious. I got, I guess, more anxious after this meditation, but I also got more optimal with my energy. My balance got more optimal after the second one. The orange bar is the first prior to doing the Yonos meditation. And then on the organs disbalance, right now I'm much more on my right side. So I'm much more masculine in my energy. This is a body organ chart. So the orange is before, the purple is after. So this right here is the area diagram. If it's anywhere on the inner circle right here, it's not that great. So we started off with some pretty low energy, and then it started balancing out into the green. So that's definitely good. We pretty much ended up staying mostly in the green. Let's look at our energy. The orange was prior, so the energy wasn't that great this morning when I woke up, and it started getting into the green areas. So definitely good vibes happening here. The Yonos meditation, the more you practice it, obviously these stats are going to go up more and more and more and more. But Yonos has been helpful for a lot of people to manifest not just physical conditions, but also just like the breakthroughs that they need in their life.